The Volvo Ocean Race in Miami came alive today as crowds gathered to watch the much talked about and greatly anticipated PortMiami In-Port Race. All week we've been discussing just how close the point situation is between the top four boats and how crucial this in-port race might be to the overall standings. And this afternoon, as the boats headed out to the start line, the tension was almost at fever pitch. As always, the course was designed for a great inshore spectacle, with the action taking place just off South Beach. 2 laps of the course, upwind, downwind, with a short reach leg. At the start line, Puma and Sanya were off to great starts, along with Telefonica at the windward end. But it was Abu Dhabi who came flying through on port tack. Camper seemed to be having problems with their Genoa, handicapping their speed as they trailed the fleet. Beating up to the first mark, the current and wind favoured the boats that were closest to the beach, pushing Sanya back to 4th, and Puma too suffered, falling back to last place. Telefonica got up on the inside of Abu Dhabi to round the first mark in the lead, with Groupama 3rd, Sanya 4th, Camper 5th, and Puma back in 6th place. Then as they sailed downwind to the second mark, Abu Dhabi were caught in the wind shadow from Groupama and relinquished their second place to the French team. Groupama then set about challenging for the lead and managed to pass Telefonica, with Abu Dhabi now right up behind challenging too as they rounded the third mark. Behind, Sanya led the trailing 3 boats ahead of Camper and Puma. So upwind once again, Groupama and Abu Dhabi going inshore, Telefonica and Camper staying out. However, once again inshore proved to be the smart move. At Mark 5, Groupama had built a large lead, followed by Abu Dhabi. Then neck and neck, Sanya having a great sail, now just ahead of Telefonica in 4th. And then some way behind Puma and trailing the fleet, Camper. Groupama then led downwind once again, sailing beautifully and continuing to build their lead over Abu Dhabi. But at Mark 6, the wind seemed to die as Groupama went round first, and Abu Dhabi took the opportunity to close the gap again. Then high excitement as Sanya and Telefonica converged on the mark at the same time, with Telefonica this time coming out on top. And then a double blow for Sanya as they were passed by Puma as they struggled with a twist in their sail. On the short reach to Mark 7, more drama. Telefonica seemed to stall, forcing Puma to swerve to avoid the collision and hastily raise the protest flag. Then Puma too seemed to stop, causing a pile-up of Sanya and Camper behind, like a scene out of the wacky races. Back at the front of the race, Abu Dhabi were challenging for the lead on the beat up to the 9th and final mark as they duelled with Groupama. Then bizarrely they were confronted with a large spectator boat parked in the middle of the course. They split to pass narrowly on either side, with Abu Dhabi faring the better of the two and stealing the lead. But where were Telefonica? The answer was at the back of the fleet, having been forced to take a penalty turn for disastrously hitting the 7th mark. So at the finish, Abu Dhabi hung on to their lead to win the PortMiami In-Port Race, clocking up their 3rd in-port race victory. Groupama's 2nd, and then yet more drama. As Camper struggled to make the final mark, Puma came steaming in and overtook them on the line to steal 3rd place. Camper then finished 4th, Sanya 5th, and Telefonica, the overall race leaders, for the 2nd consecutive in-port race, finished in last place. Winning skipper Ian Walker looks somewhat perplexed by his victory.
Well, yeah, that was a pretty strange race, and Telefonica first run the mark, and we made a mistake on the first run. Groupama really sailed the first half of the race perfectly, but I have to say our crew work got us back in the race. We got the 0 up sooner, and that's what got us in the lead. And Jules and Rob held their nerve with the tactics.
Groupama's 2nd place gives them 5 vital points, and the gap between 1st and 2nd now closes from 11 to just 7 points as the race continues to hot up. Just 14 points separates the top 4 as the fleet now prepares to cross the Atlantic to Lisbon. Join us again tomorrow for live coverage of the Leg 7 start.